Welcome to part 3 of the 4x4 Rubik's Cube 6-part series. On the first part, I introduce you to this cube and what's different about it from the smaller cubes. And in the second part, I teach you how to build these two centers. And you should go watch that video if you haven't already. I'll link it in the description if I can. If not, then just go through my channel. So, in this part we're going to build the last 4 centers, which is this one, this one, this one, and this one. So we can start doing any center right now, whichever one looks the best. I recommend that you have any bars, which are like 2x1 bars, kind of like this one and this one, that you start on that one. So right now I should do either blue, red, or orange, just because maybe you think just because blue stands out probably most, we'll just work on blue. So we hold it so that the white and yellow are on the top and bottom. So we're gonna want to move this so it's either on the bottom or on the top, just so we can move everything easier. So let's just move it on the bottom just like that. And now we have to build another 2x1 block. So here's a blue piece right here, and here's another blue piece right here. You can see that since it is on the bottom left, we can move this on the top left, and if we move this twice, we can connect those. And then since this is on the bottom and this is on the top, we have to move that up, and we can safely move this over here. So in the case that you don't have a 2x1 block, so right now I'll mess this up. So maybe you want to start on something that doesn't have a 2x1 block, like say this red right here. You can see that there are no red 2x1 blocks on here. So let's try this. So here's one on the top left right here, a piece, and here's one on the bottom right. We have to move this to the bottom left, and we can connect these together, and then we move it to the bottom. And then we need to connect these two, this one and this one. So we have to move this right here, since this is right here, and then we move this twice, and then we can connect these. So that was the case if you didn't have a 2x1 block in the first place. Now let's move on to another center. And one thing you need to know when you're solving your 4x4 is your color scheme. And there are a few things you can do in case you didn't memorize your color scheme. Okay, well, just in case you haven't memorized your Rubik's Cube color scheme, I will show you it right now. So right here is the 3x3. You can see that if white and yellow are on the bottom, green is on the right of orange, blue is on the right of orange, green is on the right of red, green is on the left of red, and orange is on the left of green. So just study your Rubik's Cube and memorize the color scheme. And you have to be able to do this. Well, you don't have to, but you should, so that you can do this anyway. Like if you hold red on top and orange on the bottom, you can see that yellow is on the right of green, and white is on the right of blue, and etc. So you can get that memorized, or you could just have your 3x3 out when you're solving your 4x4, or you could do this one little trick. So what we'll have to do is locate the white corner, like this one right here. We can also use this one. Like for example, let's use this one. We'll put it into the top, so it's facing up, just like the white. And you know that orange is opposite of red, right? Well, orange is on the opposite of this red. This means that this side has to be orange. And we can see if we look to the side, this is green, which means that this has to be green. And blue is opposite of green, so this means that this has to be blue. So this is blue, this is orange, and this is green. We now know this. So just in case you don't have a 2x1 block, and it's better if you do, I'll just show you if you don't. So let's do blue first. Let's see. Here's a blue piece right here. We can also use this one and this one. For this, I'll just use this one. So we have to make a 2x1 block and put it in this area somehow. So how do we do that? So we have this piece and this piece. We can see that since it is on the top left, this has to be on the top right. So we can move this up and put this in and bring it back down. And we didn't disturb the red because of the fact that we moved this up and then we brought it back down. So as long as you follow that rule, you'll be fine. So let's do the other one, the other bar. So we have these two pieces right here. So you can see that they don't align obviously, but what we can do is we can move it up because it is in the way, but we can move it down because we're not working on anything here. So you can see it if we bring this down and then move this and bring this back up, they align. So what we're gonna want now is for these two to align because we're gonna do the same thing we did with the yellow. Since this is on the left, we're gonna bring up the right, but we're gonna have to do it twice because we have to move it twice in order for this to be down here. We move this, and then we move it twice again, and now everything is good. And our color scheme is still correct. Because here's red, here's green, here's blue. Yeah, you can see that. So right here it has to be orange. So what we can do now, so when we solve the orange, we'll also solve the green. We could also work on the green if we want to. For this example, I'll just work on the orange. So you can see that we could do the same thing we did just a second ago. If we move this up, bring this in and place it down, we have this bar. And we also have this piece right here. And since this is on the bottom right, this has to be on the bottom left. We can move this up, bring this in, and bring it back down. So now that we solved all the centers, part 3 of this tutorial is over. Thanks for watching, and bye. Stay tuned for part 4.